Many of y'all fail in new relationships simply because you do this one thing wrong. One thing wrong. You don't listen. Like, it's crazy because when you're 8 months into this relationship and the relationship doesn't go well and it begins to dissolve, and the first thing you say is, I didn't see the red flags. Yes, you did. You just chose to overlook them. Why? Because you did not listen. I guarantee you, many of you would not be in the predicament that you're in now had you listened to them. They told you everything you needed to hear.
Man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out, bro.
Family, you guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires and AOS the podcast. I had to pause real fast to let you know that this episode is sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast. They post everything black. Everything black, right? They post the drama, they post inspiration, they post motivation, everything black that you can get your talk on, if you will. Urban Pulse Podcast, they post about it. We're sponsored by Urban Pulse Podcast, the true essence of everything black. I love them guys to life. What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I'm excited about tonight's, this week's episode. I told you every single week we drop 3 episodes a week, right? We try to stay consistent with this thing and produce some high quality videos for you guys, content that will help shift your dating life. I'm excited about today. But I told you that we're doing a 10-part series. I'm not going to stop today. We're going to keep on going on today. This 10-part series is, I believe it's going to be really, really dope to a lot of our single people. Last week, we talked about know what you want. We spent some extensive time on that last week. And we got some takeaways. Like, some people hit us in the DMs and like, yo, that episode was like, yo, it was like that. So we greatly appreciate each and every one of you for inboxing us, letting us know how you felt about that episode last week. We really was rocking and rolling, right? And I really wanted to create this 10-part series because a lot of people have questions and they don't know, like, how do I prepare for my first date? And these are tips. And this whole conglomerate of series, this 10-part series, I believe it's going to be a blessing to you. I think that you can get some great takeaway from this because nobody really has a handbook. And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. We're producing. I'm gonna just say this. We're producing a handbook. I already got 2 books ready to be delivered to you guys. This will be the 3rd one. How do I prepare for my first date? So I really want to help you learn how to prepare for your first date. As I said last week, we talked about know what you want. I think that was very important and it's very pivotal to the dating process. And I'm gonna just tap on this and I'm gonna get into this week's episode because many people don't know what they want. So what they do is they will entertain a little bit of everything. That's the whole reason why the episode I dropped last week, because so many of y'all don't know what you want. And when you find out what you want, you're already with somebody that you really don't need or you really don't want, but you're too invested to leave. Many of you are finding yourself in that position where you're too invested. Your love is too deep. You love them too deep. You just got too much history together. And it's like, yo, I can't really leave. Or you just feel stuck. So this is the reason why I'm producing these 10-part series is because I don't want you to get into a relationship and get stuck. I don't want you to get into a relationship and feel like you can't get out. Many of you find yourself in relationships and you're like, yo, I can't get out of this thing. I want to get out, but I can't get out. It's too late. I've already invested too much into the time into the relationship, getting to know them. And I'm gonna tell you this I do want to share this with you. I would rather spend a lot of time with the person and then discover this is not the right person for me versus spend a lot of time with the person and say, I'm gonna stay here because I got a lot of time invested. I mean, you live and you learn, right? This is why we have episodes like this that we can drop for you that you can, gleam on and that you can, take some information from. And you be like, yo, I'm gonna apply this to my life. I don't want you getting into a relationship and you don't follow these 10 principles or these 10 steps, right? Every episode we drop in just one topic. So this week's topic is just listen. How do I prepare for my first date? Or, how do I prepare for a date? And I've been dating this person. I've been meeting this person. I've been knowing this person. I've been interested in this person for a while, right? These are the keys that you need to apply in the dating process, whether you've been dating for 6 months, 7 months, a year, right? These are some things that you need to apply, because many of you are like, yo, I need to apply some major keys because I'm thinking about marrying this person. And definitely before you thinking about marrying a person, before you thinking about getting down on one knee and, proposing to her, or before you thinking about considering listening to this young man and say, listen, I'll go to the next level with you. I need you, even women, men and women, I need you to apply these principles. And today we want to talk about just listen, the importance of just listening. Because this is what I believe. I truly believe this. A person will always share with you. Watch this. They will always share with you things that you need to know without you asking them. Like I told you, I tapped on this a little bit last week. This is why I'm such a great podcaster, because I will extract information out of you based upon the questions that I ask you, and I don't have to be direct. I can just mask the question in such a way that you're going to tell me everything that I want to know. I'm going to learn everything about you. Why? Because I'm going to ask qualifying questions. Many of you are scared. Let's really call a spade a spade. Many of you are scared to ask the real questions that you really want to know. And this is what you do. You're scared to ask the real questions, so you assume what the answer might be. Stop assuming. Period. Like, that's a bar. Stop assuming what you think, keyword think, a person would say, or how they will react, or who this person is. I need you to start doing and asking like major questions. Like, yo, so what is your credit score? Specifically, here's mine. Mine's a 690. What is yours? Like really, you need to dive. I'm gonna tell you this. A lot of people say, that don't matter. Yes, it does. Because if you guys decide to get married, you're gonna want to get a house together. You're gonna want to get an apartment. Depends on where you want to start financially, right? So there's some things you're gonna want to get a car. There's some things that you're going to need. What's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life-altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job. You lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You started a business, and the business started off great, and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation, because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes & Noble's, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode. And I need to know, am I carrying the whole load by myself? And the key thing that I want to tell you on this episode is just listen. Listen. My dad always told me, you give a person some rope, they will hang themselves. Meaning, if you allow a person just to talk, I learned so much from a person just by letting them talk. That's it. People don't know how stupid or how smart you are until you open your mouth. Period. So you allow this person that you're dating, that you're interested in, that you're trying to get to know better, just let them talk. I promise you, you will find out everything that you need to know about this person. You will find out all the ins, the outs, the trouble. Like, it's crazy, because I'm gonna tell you this. This is where a lot of people go wrong in relationships or in dating, because you skim over what they say. I dare you, on your first date, make it a conversation, but I need you to be quick on the fly. Like, have questions that you have ready to ask them so that they can answer the questions, so that you won't be looking in the dark like, I did not know that. I didn't know this about you. It's crazy. It's stupid. Like, there should be nothing no stone unturned. You should be getting to the marriage or getting down to the altar and say, I didn't know this about this person. Like, that's your fault. Real talk. That's your fault. It's not their fault. That's your fault because you didn't do your due diligence. Just listen. Have a conversation with the person and listen. Listen, I don't know how much, and it's crazy because I might end this episode now. It's not too much that I can say. That's like, it's so simple, but it's so deep for a lot of people because a lot of y'all overlook this. And I'm gonna tell you this: you mask it because you're trying to impress this person. I get it. You want to put forth your best foot. You want to look as best as you can in front of this person. I get it. Trust me. I understand. But what I want to tell you in the process, you need to listen. Listen to what they have to say to you. Listen to how they respond. Listen to, and I'm gonna tell you this, listening is not just a physical attribute where you're actually listening, right? Listening could be, let me look at their body language when I ask them a question. Do they get uncomfortable? Let me see their facial expression. Listen to all facets of this person. I need you to pay attention, right? And I'm gonna tell you this, the biggest portion in dating that a lot of people mess up on is because you get enamored by their looks, their body, they got money, or, it's a new experience. You're excited. And I get it. Trust me. I was having a conversation with my best friend yesterday, and I said, there's no magic like a new relationship. A new relationship is so magical, right? It's crazy because when you're dating a person, especially when you get to the physical part, you guys kiss all the time. But then when you've been in a relationship for 10, 20 years, 5 years, y'all stop kissing as much as you did when you first met. Like the first stages, and anybody will agree with me, the first stages of a relationship is so magical. I mean, it's great. Like, you want to stay on the phone with this person forever. Right? You think about them all day. You text them. How you doing? How you doing? I'm good. I've been thinking about you. Right? It's so magical. But in this beginning phase, don't allow the magic aspect of the relationship or the magic of it all make you lose focus on, I have to get this right. Right? Because so many people wait and they fall in love, and then they want to start, when you get pissed, then you want to start asking the qualified questions. Then you want to start doing the research. Then you want to start doing the digging. No, do the digging in the beginning, right? I would rather for you to be pissed at me digging for information in the beginning, and I discover that you're not the perfect fit for me, or you're not the one for me at all, and I don't waste my time. Too many of y'all are wasting, let's really be honest. Too many of y'all are wasting too much time on the wrong people. You waste time on the wrong people because you didn't ask the right questions. You're scared that you're not listening. This person told you that they don't like kids, but you just look at her because she's so fine, he's so handsome, and you just, okay, cool, you don't like, but you want kids. You're not listening. Like, that's what I want you to take away from this episode. Listen. Right? Any relationship, let me say this, any relationship, anybody that you're going to do business with, anybody that you're going to be in a relationship with, is a friendship, whether it's a partnership because we're joint venture on something, whatever, listen. People will tell you everything that you need to know. Just listen. Listen. Come closer. Just listen. I'm out. Let's go. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.